Your hope is a priceless treasure that God alone is worthy to receive. So make sure that you place your hope in God because He understands the true value of your hope. I place my hope in all the places I told you about, the pastors, the churches, the men of God,
Right.
doctors, recovery groups. But they didn't care because they have no concept of what hope, of the value of hope. They have no concept of the value of my hope, how much it's worth. God does. So don't place your treasured hope in something as earthly as a car that will break down on you and rust. Don't place your treasured hope in a job that cares nothing for you. All you truly are to them is a name and a number. They do not appreciate you or your hope like God does. Placing your hope in God does not mean that you will never be hurt. It means that you will always be treasured and valued by the one that truly understands you, that truly understands what you're worth, what your hope is worth, what your faith is worth.
Right.
Every time I'd set up another meeting with some man of God, he didn't know the 15 before that didn't work.
Right.
God knows.
Yes.
That's why when I put my hope in God, He's like, I know what this is worth.
Yes.
Because God saw the 15 times before when my hope was crushed.
Right.
That no one else sees. God sees the things that no one else sees. That's why He's able to truly understand the value of your faith, your hope, your love.
Amen.
So make sure to spare yourself a lot of pain and heartache that you place your hope in the only one worthy enough to hold something so unimaginably valuable as your hope. And that's all he wrote. Mima, you got something you want to add?
I was thinking about, just some of the things as you were talking, and, about when you were talking about how we don't have our hope in a job as our provider,
Mm-hmm.
and how God is our provider.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember last January when I came to a point at the job that I had where, God told me this was it. And so I texted my boss and told her I was giving her my 2 weeks notice. And I did it by text so that there was proof of it, whatever. Mm-hmm. It was a nightmare. And so my 2 weeks there, I remember there was another person that was applying for other jobs and waiting for something to come through. And so when I mentioned how, or word got around that I had given my notice, he asked me where I got a job. Where are you going? And I said, I don't have a job yet. And he was just, oh, no, you can't do that. You don't ever do that. You gotta have something like you don't ever, And it was funny because in me, who I am with him.
Right.
Like I need to have all my ducks in a row, and I need stability and safety and security. And 9 times out of 10, God is none of those things, mm-hmm. or has it in His own way. And so, but something came through, and I was able to have that. And so, there are times where you have to make sure that your faith and your hope is in God and not, so that to the point when He says move, you obey. Mm-hmm. I wanted to tell you, I don't know, I want to say every week, I know I say this a lot and to people too that I talk to, but Jonathan, this was phenomenal. This was absolutely phenomenal. And
hey, thanks, sister. I got it from God.
I appreciate your sincerity and your openness in talking about what you've been through, and just, you do the Bible studies to who comes, and you do the videos and that, but they're not here. And and I see to some extent more the things that you go through, and the idea that you are so faithful and you continue to do the Bible studies and preach these things when I know what you spent the whole day going through, and you get up here and you do it, and I'm just in awe of the man that you are, and I have a lot of respect for you, and I just appreciation for you, and I'm just very proud of you.
Yeah,
And
thanks,
very,
sister.
very grateful for you, but that's what I wanted to say.
Well, Peepaw, you got anything you want to say?
Not this time.
All right. You ever been to prison?
No,
I've been to jail one time.
I was in jail one time.
I was in jail one time. It was crazy. Crazy experience. Yeah, that kindergarten field trip was wild. Well, alrighty. Let thy garments always be whatever color they are. Okay, King Solomon said, "Let thy garments always be white." Like he didn't have 50,000 servants ready to clean his clothes. It is what it is, bro. You get a little smudge, you just keep going.
Right.
That's about it.